But it's getting out of hand now. Like everybody that's trying to open a platform is, and look, I know it could seem like, but come on, bro, you're doing it too, or yeah. But I've been reporting on what goes on YouTube. We had Worldwide Tube News. It was like a segment we did here. Like we've been doing this, right? Everybody knows that. Not showing off, just facts. We don't show off, we show up. But we did that. We did the war report. We did Daily Facts, which I have the audio podcast and that on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so on, right? You could Google On the Lockout Podcast, and you see all the spots where we at. Video, everything, right? But when I voice my opinion, it's like, okay, we've been doing this. Now, when you trying to open up a page, a platform from scratch, and every day you talking about Kwame Brown, not knowing what's going on with him. Now, you know what? You got to give the brother his props. I started like, you can't listen to the wave of people or what they insinuating and all that if you don't really know about the dude. I had to take a real good look at what he was doing, because oftentimes we could jump the gun. And I still came back and said, look, I don't dislike his message. His message is good. In fact, I said coding. I've been saying coding. That coding is what's up. The book that I used to show you guys. I'll show it again. Hold on. That I went and paid $100 and something for, and a few people here went and bought it. It talks about all that in life. It's computer networking, and I always talked about, bottom line is no marketable skills. Trade is always good. I went up north to the prison, not to always put everything with prison, but that's what we do, right? I took a trade. I was home in the street. The little time I was home, I got a trade. So you go to places and they ask you, what marketable skills do you have? You have no marketable skills. You're not marketable. They can't do nothing with you. How do they explain you? Who are you? Why are you here? So now, when it goes, so I'm saying that part is good. His message is good with Kwame Brown. But I think that people are worried too much about the drama and what's happening. Because I worded it like, you know, the drama channels, this and that. And I don't mean like his channel straight a drama channel, to be real. I'm saying that what he was saying is correct, that I just didn't like sometimes when people talk. And that's my opinion, and we entitled because this is what we do, right? That when people talk, they refer to them as they, and what white America was doing to us so badly, right? And I understand and I get all that. And I want people to understand that I always understood that. But that I don't blame everybody for what a group of people did or a handful of people did. Like, if you're white, it doesn't matter to me. I get along with you. I got love for you. If you a real dude, and I mean real, not gangster and all that, right? Like, put all that to the side. We all can act nutty from one point to another. At the end of the day, is that we human beings. And we got to learn to love one another and care for each other, have a little compassion. But I also understand that these social media platforms and YouTube and all these, everybody doesn't have to come on and have a message. Now, here on the Lockout, everybody knows, if you watch the videos, we've been saving lives since I started doing this over 12 years ago, on and off because of my incarcerations. But Rikers Island story, prison stories, gang culture, all that, we always going to be reporting on that because it's real. It's what's happening. But when you come to the channels that I run, and even on Twitch, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those places that you go to, if you just listen to the first few seconds of a dude's video or conversation and make a judgment right away, then you're in the bad because you didn't watch the whole video. Oftentimes, people watch our whole video and have to come back and rebuttal from what they said and sincerely apologize and say, look, I'm a man. I was wrong. And I respect that. That's ill. When a dude could be like, yo, my bad, war. I had not listened to the whole video. I jumped the gun. And I've done that. I've done that myself. And I'm not sure if I did it with Kwame Brown, but bottom line is, I think that he himself is doing a beautiful deed, right? But I think it came with a lot of hate, with super hate, with super duper duper hate, right? And I understand the part that he has money already. It doesn't matter. This is what happens on these platforms. These platforms were made to generate an income. I'm sorry that you feel that he should be streaming for free, that the next person should be streaming for free, that everything should be free, free, free. But people take out from their time to make content in order to make moves and do what anybody's trying to do. Even us here. People need bread, money for that. When Kanye West wanted to start his clothing line, he asked the public for donations. This is facts. So it's a beautiful thing that they open these platforms so our people, or all people in general, can have an opportunity to generate an income. And maybe all this could be of a learning experience for you that's thought about opening up a channel, a page, or what have you, right? We on hundreds of major audio and streaming platforms. And it's a beautiful thing. I mean, on the Lockout. And I think what he's doing is cool. I just said that he needs to be careful because he's vulnerable, not knowing the internet too much. And I think that right now, a lot of people is like, yeah, Kwame, and rooting for him. And it's cool. Hey, that's beautiful. Keep doing that, right? For anybody that's trying to do something, not a message, because everybody doesn't have to come to YouTube with a message. That's what I'm saying. People are confusing this whole thing. It's content. You don't got to come in here trying to save the world. What are you bringing to the table? But when we start worrying too much and focusing on what the next man is doing and his defects of character, someone that looks just like me or you, is taken away from the actual message, from what we're really trying to do and what we need to focus on, because our mind and our vision gets blurred with the nonsense. Kwame Brown. I feel he could be super. I think he had a great start on YouTube. The community supports him, and that's great. And we all need to support each other more, not just black, because I made a statement about that. You know, there's a lot of people that ride with people like that are good people. But I'm going to say this. You're bugging out, Kwame, in a way. Like, you could have kept it like so serious, where you doing you. I'm Kwame Brown. This is my message. When we take a liking to the YouTube streets and the back and forth and the crap, we get caught up. So you're starting to answer all these dudes back, instead of just answering the ones that are really speaking to you. And they don't have to be me, bro. You feel me? Because no one could get the name of my show right anyway. They'd be like, Lockout, War, it's on the Lockout. Just for homeboy that mentioned it. It's on the Lockout. So anyway, if you're going to advertise, all right, buddy. So not you, Kwame. But if you ever see this, I wish that you would have got with someone that knew the ins and outs of YouTube, that was willing to show you sincerely, look, this is the way it goes. Like, you're going to get shut down. And even if you don't care, it's cool. It's okay. But it's cool to listen to your audience, your family that you built on YouTube and any platform. But if you just on YouTube and they shut you off tomorrow, your message goes out the window unless other people keep carrying it on. But you no longer be a part of it, trying to catch up and be lost in another part of the internet. Good thing is that you are Kwame Brown and that people will probably keep searching you. And that's a beautiful thing. But when you start answering everybody back, everybody's going to say something to you. Everybody's going to try to clown you. Today is Hassan. Tomorrow it'll be you. I promise. I promise you. And the same way that they loved you so hard, they are going to dog you. And this is not a platform where you bully people and when you put them down and you kick them. And look, Kwame slipped up. He did this, but they get at you so hard because they don't have pages. They not monetized. Some people are just comment to comment. They no disrespect to you guys. Without you guys, nothing happens. But we think we got a page. We think we got a channel. You don't. You're just on YouTube. To have a page or a channel on YouTube, you need to post, get verified by Google, put up a over 15-minute video, and then they tell you, welcome to YouTube. If none of that has happened, you don't have a channel. If you put up a video of 1 minute, anybody could put up a video of 4 or 5 minutes. In order for them to even look at you like you're trying to do something, your video needs to exceed 15 or 20 minutes. This is facts. I'm not only talking to talk. I help people grow on YouTube and all major audio and streaming platforms. And we've helped hundreds of people. And I just ain't going to say help because I've made a pretty good chunk of money doing so, because just like everybody else, they charge a fee. So why should we do it for free? Nobody's going to stay with people on the phone 3 hours, 4 hours, training you or telling you how you should grow your page. Now, they'll give you a few tips in there. So this was made not for people to stream and give a message for free. It was made in hopes that you get monetized and that you be able to generate an income. We all start doing it because we love it, and I love it, and it keeps me out of trouble, and I save people's lives. That means the world to me. There's no repayment for that. When a dude said I had a gun in my mouth about to blow my head off, and when I seen your video where I put it down and changed, I started crying. When people meet me way older than me, bro, I love you, saved my life. People telling me I opened my business back up because of you. You motivated me. I'm making 6 figures today, even though I was broke and tight. Like, you making what? And you ain't hit me? What? No, that's not what I did it for. I did it from the heart. And that was my way of seeing it when that happened. And he said, look what I'm doing. That's how God repays me, my higher power. Whatever our higher power is, because your higher power could be this bottle of water. So don't ever think I'm talking about, people be like, oh, you higher God, you're talking about the white dude. Listen, it doesn't matter. As long as you believe in something, and I'm not saying that's mine, but that could be yours. As long as you believe in something, you'll always be all right. But I'm going to tell you something right quick. As soon as I put this book away, give me 1 second and we're going to get into Kwame Brown and what I feel he should have actually really done. At one point or another, not to him, I'm not saying this to him, the clownery needs to stop. There's a lot of these dudes, with all respects, opening pages every day. And that's why I said this is the last time I'm going to talk about it, because then I start looking corny. That's not who I am. I don't bully people on YouTube. After a while, it becomes bullying, bad, harassment. YouTube shuts your page off. And they really, or if not, you could imagine how bigger Kwame Brown would be right now. He already mentioned Hassan. They already went at it. Move on. Talk about something else. Every day, don't mention him no more. But I get it. And I know you're not friends, but right now is the movement is helping your algorithms, his algorithms move. But I'm going to tell you how it's moving in a bad way and in a bad taste in YouTube's mouth. Facts. In Susan's mouth, she knows about all the beefs that are happening. Facts. And she said it herself. I know about there's a big problem. I look at it myself to know, okay, when this is getting out of hand, and I'm not the YouTube police, but I care, and I care about my brothers and sisters. Don't matter if you black, whatever, wherever you come from, right? And I'm starting to really analyze dudes like Kwame Brown, Hassan, Campbell, and everybody has their own defects of character. But what's true is true, what's right is right. There's times that Hassan Campbell has a hypocritical state of mind, and so a lot of us do. We are human. I say something super positive, the next day I'm like, yo, bro, listen up, gang, gang, and all that. Switch it up. A whole different side of me. The streets come out of me, right? But for a lot of people to be saying he's glorifying gangs and bigging up gangs, from time to time it may seem that. But you got to really listen to what's going on. I think his message has always been that gangs ain't nothing, that you shouldn't join gangs, the same message that we had over here. I think people are taking what he's saying and twisting his words and making him out to be the super bad guy. And maybe, like I said, he has his defects character. I'm not super defending him. I'm saying that because I pointed out a lot of things about him that I didn't like. And when it came to speaking about that, let's get to it, which is a segment, like I said, that I talk about what goes on with people. It's not a channel. I just put, let's get to it. And the gang already knows here, meaning my notification gang, which we call them Lockout Gang, Lockout Fam. And they respond to that. But this is a straight fact that I see him talking against gangs. But does he get at his own people a lot? And I didn't like that. Sure, he does. He puts down black brothers, Hispanic, a hard body, you know, at times. And I think that leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. At this point, he shouldn't worry about you. You shouldn't worry about him. He definitely don't need you, and you for sure don't need him. He has his own following. That's never going to change. The only one that can stop that from ever going anywhere or getting any bigger, it is Hassan Campbell. It is too late. He's already like deep and rooted, embedded in the algorithms. Unless YouTube changes its rules and regulations like hard, like 98% of them tomorrow, he will always be here. He knows the ins and outs and how far he can go to make it where it's educational, or I'm just proving a point, or it's just entertainment. Once you learn the rules and regulations like we have in your own mind and your own right, you become a master of it, right? But when YouTube deems it wrong, believe me, he will know about it. And so are you, because you're involved in this with him. You're becoming his co-defender. You're attaching yourself to Hassan Campbell. So people are only going to know you, everything that you've done, your legacy. You've done a lot, your basketball, right? Mom's cooking. You started a lot of your own things when you came to the tube. The packaging, everybody been doing. Sorry to tell you that, buddy. The P.O. box and unboxing packages with no hate. You didn't invent that. I heard you say that you was the first one. We need to, you know, YouTube is real big. It's the biggest platform in the world. Over millions of hours are being uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis. Each hour, millions of hours are being posted. Streams are generating more of an income than oil. The world has changed right in front of your very eyes. And I kept saying this, and my Lockout fam will tell you, right, guys? Right or wrong? I said, getting up in the morning and going to work is still going to be around for those that really need it, but it's going to be a thing of the past. The internet, YouTube has been around for years. People just discovered it. And when they look at it and they're like, oh, this guy Hassan is getting this much money, they start hating when they were rooting for you at one time. But when people feel that you make it, they start putting you down and finding ways on why you no good no more. Like, look, he's turning Hollywood. Why? Because he painted the back of his wall? Look, told you he's changing. Why? Because he bought a gaming chair? Oh, wow, bro. You used to be lit. Now it's not lit no more. Why? Because I'm not making the video that you wanted me to make? Keep glorifying gangs? Oh, man, bro, I used to F with you hard, bro. But I don't like this or that. Why? Because I'm not posting that I'm in the streets every day no more with bandanas, with bees on. Because I'm telling you, I never joined. I'm not a gang member. Because I'm telling you, I'm a YouTuber. I'm an influencer. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a journalist. Because I'm looking you in the eye and I'm actually telling you, I want better for myself. Let me grow, my brother. Let me grow. Stop categorizing me as a street dude, as a gang member. Stop coming here because you want to see something new, the swag. Stop coming here because you want to hear gang. Come here because you want to grow and learn how to be a man. With that being said, I've been thinking about this and giving it a lot of thought process before I did it. And Kwame Brown, I feel he's attaching himself too much. But there's a time, and that's a fact what this guy just said. Hassan Campbell, that's the time when he turned me off. When he compared himself that I'm the next Malcolm X, I'm the next Martin Luther King. And it's sure, you can have a dream to make it that way, to do that, to do whatever you want. But it's like, I'm the biggest YouTuber type of thing. And it started putting a bad taste in people's mouth. I'm the type of dude, I'm really not too concerned about how people feel about me or what they think. You feel me? I make content that I like. And there's going to be someone in the world that thinks just like you and is going to like it. 10 million people watch your channel. 5 million don't like it, don't like your videos. There's a lot of other videos where they could go to, Kwame. They don't need to be on your channel, but you worry about them 5 million because the other 5 are never going to contribute nothing to you, to your movement, to what you're doing, because from the beginning, the decision was made. You got a few seconds to captivate the audience and let them think in their mind, why should they follow you? Why should they be around? Nowadays, people don't even hit like, subscribe, nothing. They feel that if they do that, they're helping you generate $1 million. And the world is full of more hate than love. Therefore, they don't subscribe because it's not them. But if you was to tell them, look, you could do the same thing as me and tomorrow you have $1 million yourself, they'll subscribe to Jesus Christ. I see a lot of people coming on now. The first thing they talking about is Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell, and they trying to build channels off of this, right? Once you did that already, if that's what you did and what worked for you, I'm going to let you know, with all respects, you look crazy. You look real crazy. That at times you could tell that when these people make these videos, they don't have nothing to say. It's like, and Hassan Campbell, you so fake that bro, and all that money you getting, and you're not doing nothing for the community and for the youth and for the kids bro. Sorry, bro. Respectfully, from the bottom of my heart. Platforms weren't just made for that. Everybody don't gotta come on with a message. Now I say, because we always said we come on with a message for the youth, that you don't end up in jail, prison, and institutions just like us. So when we tell our stories, I try to say it with a little humor. And yet, some dudes have a problem with that. Like, yo, tell the story, bro. Like, I don't want to be laughing. You don't want to be laughing. You're one person. Relax. You can go somewhere else where people are telling a serious story, miserable, right? Where you don't even get to smile, not once. I never used to smile. I never used to show my teeth. They're not that bad looking still. I got wrinkles from being around like this, like a pit bull every time. My name is Warpath. What's up? I'm in the building, gang. I got accustomed to it. It became a part of my life. I'll take a picture with anybody, wife, kids, anybody. Yo, smile, Dad, smile, because I was so used to grilling and the jail pose everywhere I went. Like I was still incarcerated because I got used to it. Prison, jail, Rikers Island is comfortable to me. I'm at home. My people said, that's your second home. That's sad. That's when I said, I got to do something about this. So I try to do what's hard for me. So when I come on here and I'm nice, sometimes people get it confused and then you got to flip, right? And then they're like, oh, snap, you bugging. Nah. We got options to come on here and be nice, or you could be the meanest dude in the world. You could have a message, or you don't have to have a message. You could just make content. You're going to have 1 million people thinking that the wave is, yo, we for the youth, and to keep saying that, and they're not really doing nothing for the youth, and it's going to get played out, it's going to get whacked, because they just going to use it as something to grow. When we was outside giving out food, going to places to speak for the youngest, I never used to post it. Then I started posting it a little bit. Then people still had a problem. Like, yo, when you do good deeds, you don't post them. But we started posting them because you said we wasn't doing nothing. And I never was asking nobody for the bread for it. And a lot of people don't. But everybody's going to start saying, yo, we for the youth, we for the youth, we for the youth. Because they think that's what's going to help their platform grow. If they come on saying that they're against gangs, they're against this, and try to make the next man look like he's no good, like you shouldn't follow him. Follow me because I have a better message than him, and it doesn't work that way. You should say, follow them and follow me. Follow all of us, because together There's no coming in between us. The most powerful thing in the world is unity. But God forbid we have some of that amongst our people. YouTube was built a community, a foundation for a better world, for a better people, a family-friendly site. Social where you can come, tell your story, make content, and an opportunity that no one else was giving you back at those times to generate an income. Our people take everything that's good for us and mess it up. And then we blame, guess who? Guess. You already know them, they, the white man, Susan, the CEO of YouTube. No, bro. We doing a great job ourselves right now. The back and forth, the beefing. People have gotten killed off of YouTube and different platform beefs. Facts, look it up. Murdered during a live stream for what they said. Just with the same thing that you guys are doing with Hassan Campbell, with Kwame Brown, with all respects to them. Hassan Campbell gets psycho one day, with all respects. Somebody's dragging him too hard, pushing him, they pushing him. Oh, your arms, oh, Africa, the whole thing gets to him. He snaps. He catches somebody in the store, driving by. That day, instantly, your whole life could change. And that's what happens with bullying. So don't think because a dude is big and we walk around like we think who we are, and people, you know, we're a little known here and there, anybody on YouTube or any platform or in life in general. Heed to what I'm saying. I saw this dude open up a page. I'm not into the name situation. And I know it's far-fetched. I'm mentioning Kwame Brown because it's something that we've been talking about. And I'm talking good about him. And I'm telling him how he should find somebody that'll help him grow on a platform. Although his platform is grown, but something could grow and disappear overnight due to a little technicality of rules and regulations. I'm watching. And anybody that knows me knows I know this online situation like the back of my arm. I helped a lot of people grow. They're successful, famous, millions of subscribers, followers. I got receipts. Facts. And when I watch some of those people, some people's content, I'm like, they can shut your thing off tomorrow just off what you just said. But nobody's going to tell you that. They don't want to tell you that. You know why? Because they don't care if your downfall comes tomorrow on YouTube or anywhere. Because they're just going to run and report about it and generate the same income that they screaming and crying about you making and what you're doing with your money or not. You know, there's other platforms in the world that people are not like that. It's only our people, black and brown, that look at a person that's receiving donations as he's begging. There's very same people that we put down so much within our eyes and they're blamed for them for putting us in lockup and doing a whole bunch of other things to us, which in reality, we put ourselves in the prison systems. We was committing crime. And I understand the whole situation of, but they bring the guns here to this world and all that. Yeah, still. They didn't put the money in your hand to go buy it. They didn't put the thought in your brain to go pick it up from your mans. Let's stop the bullshit. We make excuses for our brothers and sisters on why they continue to act like savages when our parents never really taught us that. They didn't want us to live like that. And I can be a pretty bad dude myself at times. But I changed a lot. And in return, I help others do the same. And it's never about the messenger, but always about the message. So don't do as I do, but do as I say. Because when I speak from experience. Like I done that, I've been there. There's nothing that people could really do rare that I've never done in my life. And then there's nothing that you can do to me that I haven't done to myself in my life. If there's anything that I know very well, it is the feeling of pain. And I'm talking about such an internal pain where you're dying inside. That death will seem something light to you. Kwame Brown. I think right now a lot of the same people that are rooting for people are taking advantage of a situation. And I don't mean this disrespectfully at all. That he got online and he's vulnerable and he's being nice and he's talking to you. And we all talk to our audience. I answer back all comments, you know. But he's doing a little extra, right? That your favorite YouTuber probably wouldn't do. And a lot of people are taking advantage. And I mean this respectfully with all the people that watch and all that. Because I know it's not you. You're not that type of individual. It's him. It's her. It's them. But it's not you. Because if you made it to this part of the video, then I know that there's hope if you're going in the wrong direction because you're tuned in. And I know you're a great person and you have a heart. And you're saying, damn, this dude is talking some real shit. Some of it you may not agree with. But there's bits and pieces that are real. And you respect the fact that I do come from gangs, almost 30 years involved in gangs, in and out of Rikers Island and upstate prison, none of glorifying, over 5 comers. I put the pictures up all the time. Death, money on my head. But I take the time out sometimes to try to save a life. Although sometimes I know some of the content could be like, and it feels like some people, are you stirring things up or whatever? No, it's not what we're doing. It's entertainment. There's a message. And there's no message or needed to be added. I don't have to do that. I do that at the end of every video because I care and I want you to understand that whatever I said was something that happened in the past. So don't ever think in your life that Rikers Island stories, prison stories is going away. It's a genre and the podcasting world is here to stay. It was so big that it was in the news last year 4 or 5 consecutive times. Rikers Island story and prison storytellers make over 6 figures, millions of dollars in YouTube in less than 90 days. Facts. Am I lying? It was all over the news. And they put some of us on the news. And one of the biggest problems that YouTuber influencers and journalists have here on these platforms is that they like to show the money they start making. And I keep telling you, people root for you until they think you made it. They like you until they think that you don't need them anymore. Then they don't like you anymore. It's like he's showing off. It's not that you're trying to motivate them because you didn't have none of this. You was effed up. And until you met them and they helped you grow and you got on these platforms and you started actually doing something for your life, this right here is a profession. This is a marketable skill. This is a trade, whether you know it or not. Kwame Brown, you just learned another trade. Even though you're streaming, I'm pretty sure you've been looking into the editing videos. Making videos is so great. You learned another skill. You're editing videos. It's simple. You just got to start doing it. You post the video, boom, it takes off. You learn the algorithms. I've taught people in less than 20 minutes, and they told me they went to journalism school for weeks and never learned what I've taught them in a few minutes. And I made over $5,000 in 40 minutes. I started making so much money showing people how to grow online that the IRS contacted me. I swear to my mother to drop that. So it was a point in my life that, this is beautiful. Because I learned things. And off of YouTube, without making my videos, I even stopped making videos. Because teaching people how to grow online became more lucrative. And I started liking the tech part so much. So much that I built my own computer from scratch. You can look at some of my other videos. It's in the background. I learned things that I never thought I learned in my life. That's why sometimes I say YouTube and all these platforms saved my life the same way I thought music did at one time. But it didn't. It was ruining it. I was just blind to see that the ones that I was really hurting were you and me. I was blind to see that the ones we hurt. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Facts. I was blind. I was walking around with blinders. Facts. So, I look at life like this. Kwame Brown, there's a lot that you could do You'll be surprised. You're doing great. No ratting, just facts. We grown over here. And when I talk, I'm not the type of individual to say pause. No HOM. We don't do that, right? That's whack. That's corny. That's like on YouTube, you actually saying that to a dude. And if you knew that what you was gonna say needed a pause in between, or yo, no HM, why say it? You bugging. Cause you had to think before your pause. There ain't no pause. We talk because we didn't mean it that way. So real men, real OGs, people use the word OG so loosely. My dude, because you came home from doing 20 years in prison, you're not an OG. Because you've been in a gang 30 years, 60 years, you're not an OG, bro. Where in the world did we confuse words? You're a OT. You're an old timer that's been gangbanging. A OG is earned, an original gangster. Are you bugging? Or you think because you put in a little work on Rikers Island, so-called work? We all put in that work in New York. New York is gritty. You know how we do? But what type of work are you putting in today? If you're not giving, and I understand the whole youth situation because I've been doing that, but there's another thing. If people knew YouTube and the algorithms, every time I talked about and I mentioned KIDS and the youth, your algorithms slow down. The last people that YouTube, all these platforms, the mayor, anybody wants doing for the youth is people like me and you. Believe me, they find the YouTuber. I'm going to say it again. Nobody's telling Corey Brown this. $48,800 and something dollars when they feel that you are targeting the youth. Facts. I'll never lie to you. So when you mention those words, immediately it slows down your videos. Could you imagine how far your videos will be? You have millions of views if you was not to be using certain words. And you don't have to curse. You're using words that the machine deems like not good. Are all your videos being monetized, like with a green symbol? Are you even monetized? I'm pretty sure he is. Because you see commercials don't mean that a person's monetized. Let's get this right, people. And every time, this is not a teaching page or how to grow on YouTube. That's Tech Correct. TEK, the number 4, and REK. And there's going to be content there Monday, a whole different. I was playing with it. I was bugging out with it, joking, you know, trying to give people a good humor. And to the people who just subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, our subscribers always learn to show off up and down. 2 leave, 37 coming. But in the last 7 days, we had like over 207 subscribers. And it's like, right, I'm not trying to show off because I had millions of subscribers before and pages that we used to sell. So when people hear that there's ways to generate an income online and on any other platform, they're like, wow, I want in too. Like if this is a hustle, our people are not a hustle. What we do is not a hustle. It is work, but when it actually becomes work, it doesn't work anymore. So we all started doing it because we love it. Because we had a testimony, something to say. We had a story. We still got a story. People took a liking to us. It's cool. You could do the same. This is for everybody. But once you start blocking and getting in the way of the next man's dreams, hopes, and inspirations, and his message to help others grow the same way he has, then it's a problem. If you don't like what he's doing anymore, then cool. Then you move on. There's another person that you could watch. But for you yourself to take that power in, that bad energy, and be like, yo, I got something to say about Corey Brown, and every day get at him. I'm talking about every day get at him. Every day get at him. You got to understand what you do to the human mind. There's people that can't take it, and they find you, and they look at your videos real good, and they nice with computers and find out exactly where your device is at. And they could climb in your window and boo. And now it's not funny no more. Now it's like, dang, he went all out, bro. Some people actually think like, yo, this is just YouTube. Yeah, I know. I wish it was just YouTube and people weren't just regular people. And then my friends that got killed for what they said on social media would still be here. Then my friends that reported certain things that people didn't like that they was reporting, they would have never got killed. When some of our people post live, they wouldn't have got killed. Right now, this video is not going to be monetized because I used that word with a K like 27 times. And I don't mean it wrong. I'm actually giving a message of hope that we can't keep going on like this. But the algorithms pick it up in his own terminology. So when people be like, yo, New York, you know, they talk gritty. I even stopped talking gangster on here. You know why? Because what is a gangster? What makes you a gangster? The way you talk, the way you dress? I didn't know gangsterism comes with a look. I didn't know real dudes come with a look. I didn't know that we judge a person because, like I seen on a lot of shows, he has a fake watch, a fake hat, fake chain, that you judge him on that he's a fake dude. Because he put on a chain that was probably stainless steel, a hat that was, you judge him like, yo, he's a phone, he's not real. What makes it not real is when you ask him, is that hat real? And he says, yeah, I paid $1,000 for it, $10,000. And he lied to you. The lie is the problem. But if he's honest about it, there's nothing wrong with that. That don't define you as a man. We got it twisted on what we define people as to be a real dude, a real OG, a real man. Real OGs build hoods. We build hoods, not destroy them. Real OGs deliver our people from evil. Like God. Like Allah. And we take them away from temptation. And we try to talk them out of it. Like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a moron. Look what happened to me, Bobby. And we let them know where we've been through, what happened in our life. And if they take heat, it's on them. But there's only so much that we could do for the youth, for anybody. But oftentimes it kills me. Everybody has such a great message for the youth. But you online beefing. How your message for the youth, you're tarnishing it with everything in you you're doing. Because if a lot of us are the role model for the youth, then you wouldn't pay mind to these dudes that acting worse than the youth. So you would say, you know what? I can't do that. Because somebody else is watching me that I want my word to reach. And you're holding me back. You're making me you. You're taking me back to my old me. And I didn't like my old me. That's why I'm here. So these dudes come online and they say, yo, I got a message for the youth. Check this out, I'm for the people. I'm for the youth. I got the same message that everybody else got. Yo, the youth, you got to put them guns down and all that. You got to chill, bro. Yo, you heard? And, yo, bro, yo, shut the fuck up. And everybody's a nice boy on camera. This makes you a nice boy. You smoking weed, bud, but you got a message for the youth. You're the last person I would want to say something to my kid when he's growing up. You're the dude that I want to stay away from my kids because that's how I started, smoking weed. You got a message for the youth? You're an idiot. You're an idiot box. You came to YouTube to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. Lie to the people to generate an income, and it's cool. But then keep it real. Then just be that dude that you are. We're going to love you for you. We don't need you to lie that you got a message for the youth because then when they uphold you to that, you're not keeping it. They're going to fry you. And you might not be able to take the earthquake that's coming and you might really hurt yourself. Facts. And you may not think, yo, I'm not that MO. Now overnight, you're going to get that MO. Them comments, the way people come, the trolling, it gets real. You ever seen dudes troll so much they end up in the front of dudes' houses with guns? You don't hear them stories? I have. You know why? I was one of them. Facts. Can't take nothing dude tell me. What? Pop out. Come what? Behind the scenes, it gets real. It happens every day. Every day. Dudes fighting, posting it on the tube. It gets crazy. It gets ugly. Don't think because sometimes they don't shut their channel off that they're not looking. They looking. But the FBI said, no, leave that up. Leave that up. It's part of the investigation. YouTube, you can't do that. Oh, they're supposed to look out for you and call you and be like, yo, be careful. No. They civilians. And they want you to be one too. And they gave you an opportunity, a golden opportunity, when no one wanted to hire you because you got hemorrhoids. And you got to be pushing them in all the time. And it looks bad. When nobody wanted to hire you because you got a little speech impediment, with all respects. Because there's dudes with a lot of problems that are still talking real gangster on YouTube. Because it's cool, because you think you're behind a computer. Keep in mind, I've watched dudes streaming and dudes bust shots during his live stream. Boom, 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 through his window. Where you been at? You're sleeping. Understand what's happening. You cannot just start disrespecting everybody on here. There's dudes that can't take it. There's dudes that don't got nothing else to live for. There's dudes that clout has become more important to them than freedom. They will bust you in order for the 5 minutes of fame that you have. They are jealous. They feel that your fame is supposed to be them for the life of me. Every time you post a video, it eats them up. Your success reminds them of their failures and their fear that they have in to show the world who they are. They don't know what to do, what type of content I'm going to make. Where am I going with this? I got news for you. You don't have to say nothing. You don't even have to have a message for the youth, for pit bulls, for chihuahuas, for birds, for the sky, nothing. You could post videos without talking. You could post videos where nobody knows it's you. They don't even see your face and generate more of an income than Kwame Brown, Hassan Ramble, Gully, anybody, Flip, anybody. Those videos take off so well. You know why? Because another human being can't hate on you. He don't know who you are. He don't know what you look like. So they hit like and they subscribe all day because you're giving them information. This is, what could you show me that's beneficial to me? If it's not beneficial for the other person on the other end, it's not going to last long. It's temporary. Take advantage of it. If people can't constantly come to your page and leave feeling better or have results that are life-changing, or figure something out on how you make this bottle blue, whatever, then you got work to do. And you need to come up with a strategy to build something. This kind of sort of like a commodity, right? Am I using the right word? Commodity? Yeah. So what we do is, I'm just saying this because I've been watching, I've seen lately a lot of channels this week and in the last few weeks, people making promises to the people that watch them. You know, they don't even know what to call them. A lot of these dudes come on and they think that they know so much, and instead of getting somebody, invest in what you want to be into. There's a lot of people that help people grow on platforms, not just me. But when you start lying to people, I can see, bro, and look, and I'm not the catching police, but I know sincerity when I see it. When people start lying to people and be like, yo, bro, this guy right here, you know, he was going through it, and I gave him $10,000, you know what I'm saying? And now he's good, and he, right? And bro, stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Dudes are just making up anything. Anything, bro. You could tell that dudes are getting dudes that, bro, y'all look related. He looks just like your brother, your father. I seen it all. Like, you're lying. That's your family member, bro. And that's not my place to be putting people's code up, right? But, bro, to be saying, I'm coming to do this, but you're already starting lying, I could see it. I see it in a lot of dudes. And what bothers me is that I see the people from my same audience here, like, rooting for those people. And I'm not a hater, but I'm like, wow, bro, I know content, I know fake, I know stage stuff. I do this in real time. My channels, that's why I've done a little bit of everything. I try to show people like you could do this too. You could do that too. You could do that too. We more than a Rikers Island channel. We more than a prison channel. We have 5 YouTube channels. I have more. We got 5 running active YouTube channels. We showed people how to grow online. And we started the Rikers Island wave, which is so everybody's doing it. And it's a beautiful thing. We started it as a podcast for everybody else to do it. And it's an awesome thing. They're doing a hell of a great job, all of them. And Rikers Island stories, prison stories, gang stories, that's always going to be here. Dudes that really glorify, that just don't tell a story with a message. You don't have to tell a story with a message. As long as you're not glorifying, you're kind of good, right? And you could glorify if that's whatever works for you, bro, right? But don't think when a dude has commercials in his videos that he's getting money. People don't even know new rules came out that state this. They've been out for a few months now. YouTube has the, if they want to, they could post ads in anyone's videos. You could have 1 subscriber. You could have 1 view. It's their platform. So they came out with the memo, boom, to everybody. YouTubers now have the right to post video ads in anyone's videos that they feel like it. If you're not a YouTube partner, YouTube keeps 100% of the ad revenue. Understanding what's going on. If you're not a YouTube partner, YouTube gets to keep 100% of the ad revenue. So when you're asleep and you're posting videos and you don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which I can help you get overnight. I've helped people in 2 days gain thousands of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views and get monetized. Facts. And everybody here knows that I speak the truth. One thing you're never going to be able to do is lie on these platforms. Because people are going to pull your code. A dude that never made videos going to be middle. But we don't respect clout chasers. Like super clout chasers that lie. You would never see me in a video with one of those dudes that make videos every day about Hassan Campbell. Never, 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 never. You would never see me in a video. You don't see me in videos with nobody, first of all. I got offered to be on thousands and whole shows, be on people's interviews. Everybody wanted to interview me, offering me money, bags. I don't do those. Facts. People, some of them are bad. You got to watch who you deal with. And I'm not telling you to distrust everybody, but the same way they make videos about that dude and they bully him and they dragging him, right? And they think they could do what they want because YouTube don't know them yet because they not monetized. So they think I can say what I want. I don't work for YouTube. But actually, they could shut your page whenever they want, even faster. They don't got to explain to nobody on why they shut you off. You're on a free site. You're on here for free. You're going to mess that up? They gave you an opportunity to change your life. They let you sign in an application and review you as a human being if they're going to accept you in their partner program. That's an interview. But we're going to mess it up so bad for ourselves that it's going to be mandatory that you got to go down there to the YouTube Academy and get fingerprinted. And talk to them and tell them, why should I hire you? If you're a bad actor. Because they know the bad actors, that's what they call them. A lot of these dudes are bad actors. And Susan is looking at them. And you didn't even know her name probably till today. So you learn something new every day. Her name is Susan. Oh yeah, she has 2 kids that watch too. And they tell her everything. And they watch YouTube. And let me ask you something. The same way when you was gangbanging. And you was running around getting arrested, and you was listening to Tupac, all type of shoot 'em up songs, and you believed in gangster rap so bad, you was the biggest thug in the world. All of a sudden, you turned 47 years old, you seen the Lord, you want change, you want to speak for the youth. You want to drink from the fountain of youth. Hip-hop is bad. Streets are bad. Gangs are no good. Everything just went good for you. Like, you know, that's super bad. Everything I did is bad. You shouldn't do it. I get it. I get it. so her kids do watch. But I meant to say something about that, but give me 1 second. That's not what we're looking for. 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 For. Bro, one of my arms is bigger than your whole body. Facts. Don't get it confused. On God. But anyway. Peace, born free. What's up? Yeah. So, my thing is this. There's got to be a better way. And what this does is it teaches dudes that actually make content, like that are coming onto the platform new, like this is the way to do it. Like if you make videos talking about Hassan Campbell, dragging him, what happened to him that was very severe, and it got, I went through something similar. I was abused as a child. I said that years ago on all my platforms. Way back when we even had Golden Talk, when we had Rikers Island Stories, the podcast, literally. So, even though this was the new Rikers Island Stories podcast, but I just kept on the lockout, and on the top, when you look in from a computer, it's always said Rikers Island and Upstate Stories. I think you can see that on your phone too, on the top. I don't look at my own channel on my phone because if you don't know about content creating, YouTube, if you keep looking at your own channel and you hit your own videos by mistake or whatever, they could shut your channel down. They feel like you cheating, trying to get in ads. So I never look at my videos through like the front page. I look at it through my YouTube studio and my analytics format. I never look at the actual. Now I may go incognito, to be honest. I'll go incognito, but when you go incognito, it normally don't show no ads. It just shows you and I just look to see the view count, really. I don't even go to play a video. Or I go to see incognito if my live stream is up, scheduled, because I schedule my live streams. Facts. So, to me, it's all like a big crock of bad things, right? And I think it shows people like, you know what, my dude? If you want to grow a channel, just disrespect Corey Brown. A dude that works so hard in his life to do something for himself and his people, to take his family out of a bad hood, whatever it may be, right? Because everyone has their problems with their so-called family. I don't be around my family. Like, you guys are my family. That's on God at all. So he's done something great for himself. And even if his message is not all that to you or to me, because I could find the defects in it, I've pointed them out one time, right? Or so. But is he doing something good for him? Yeah, it's good for him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of anybody that comes on a platform and grows. Although I had something against celebrities using their status to grow on YouTube and all these platforms. I'm one of them that agreed with everyone on that, and I said that for years. But Corey Brown is not a rapper. I don't look at him that way. But he did have millions, supposedly, right? But you can't be in his pocket. I'm talking about rappers that rap about millions of dollars. They got contracts, we know. And then now you want to start podcasting after you put us down, because they was talking about the bloggers, the vloggers, the podcasters. That's us. They don't know how to categorize us. So they call you a million things because they don't know the profession that you're into. But it's cool because actually you wear all those hats. Like Corey Brown is a journalist, an entrepreneur, an influencer, an editor, a product production dude, a marketer. He's done all that, right? Right here during his videos. And we don't even look at it that way. So instead of people telling Corey Brown, yo, Corey Brown, you could join the YouTube Academy. It's a good program. And you get certified. It's not about the learning. That you're going to do naturally. You know that already. Because when you read that stuff, you're going to be like, but I do that already. It's about having the certification, Corey. So now when you go somewhere else, they can't get over on you. There's like rap music. Welcome to YouTube and major streaming and audio platforms. The biggest thing in the world. And it's just going to continue to get bigger. And nobody can stop you. The only one that can stop you is Susan. Google on this platform. We're talking about this platform. We're not talking about other platforms we on. We're talking about this platform, right? And one of the major people that are very influential in stopping you is going to be like the ultimate. It's yourself. It's you. Corey Brown. When you stop posting, when you get comfortable, when you start letting people drive you out of control, because it can happen. Right now, it's cool because it's content. Like every time people talk about somebody, they're giving them something to talk about. I know what I'm going to talk about. Yo, this guy went on today and said, but it's becoming a back and forth. Nobody's going to tell you that, Corey, because the drama is more entertaining to them than your message. And I'm not saying you a drama channel. I'm saying that there's a little things going on there in between the message, and that's what they love. The audience is bigger for you talking about Hassan. The message is bigger for Hassan talking about you, the audience. And a very small percentage is there for the positivity. But they all gonna act as if they there for that part. No, they there for the part where you die in the movie, literally. They on there for the action. This is the new TV, my people. And your TV has become the radio. The world has changed right before your very eyes. Don't be left out. Some things get good temporarily and then worsen second or third time around. When that situation happened that everybody was in a frenzy, right? What happened? Who was working? Who still was generating an income online? Because I was still getting checks every month from all my business endeavors online. Not a lot of people was able to do that. They had to run to the line. With all respects, they had to run to the welfare, unemployment. It was all closed. And even if you was to get let down, you could sign up for unemployment, because if you're a YouTuber and you've been monetized, you know that you got a LLC. You own a business. And that they paying off as like rappers. They paying royalties and everything now to YouTubers, if that's what you want to call them. So a lot of people don't know all this stuff, but when they find out, the hate gets real. Like, what you thought was happening. Like, this is like you're watching a movie and there's commercials and it's a business, and the actor, the entertainer gets paid for that. Hello. And they have your social and they send a check to your bank account and they take out taxes. Like, hello. You missed the bus, but you can still hop on. But some go on the hater side. That's bad. You feel me? Because you're never going to be successful that way. The more you hate on another individual, the more God lets you see him progressing, because you have malice in you. And he wants you to learn how to deal with that. Facts. Yo, Cricket, what's up? Mine's right here in the dresser. Wow. Who y'all talking about? G-Man? Yeah, that dude's a cornball, bro. He's not about nothing. I don't pay him no mind. Super cornball. Can you tell with the things he's saying? That's who y'all talking about. Those dudes like him, those are the ones I'm talking about. They be obsessed with you, but they watch you. You look dumb. Like, you say disrespectful things to whoever you're talking about, even me. But you're watching me. You're dumb. Like, super dumb. You're like the dumbest dude in the room. That's why I leave you there, so you can look stupid. Talking about how gangster he is, you know. Stop it, bro. You heard? Stop it, homie. We don't do what you're doing. Fact. He should show my rank. Like, people care about that. Talking to real gorillas that been through hell and back, bro. You bugging. 1 minute he's nice, the next minute he flips. I don't like him at all, period. He's no good. You could tell he's a no good dude. At all. But I leave him because I keep my enemies close, always. Facts. He passed cornball. Then you comment, yo, I F with you. How, bro? You saying corny stuff. I don't even say nothing to him back. I don't talk. I'm not into all that going back and forth. That's the part of this that I still haven't got. You feel me? Like, facts. I still try to deal with that every day. Just because you got a message here and there don't mean that You crazy? You know how many of these? You feel me? Infirmary behind the scenes. Everybody knows that. Facts. I don't play that at all. Period. Facts. But why? Warpath be on here doing what I'm doing, but without proof, like Warpath. I don't know what you're saying, bro. You don't make no sense. Be on here doing what you're doing, but without proof. I don't get what you're saying. Without proof. About what I've been doing, bro, I don't need proof. People been stepped up and said that. You too late. You just got here probably, homie. Dude's been stepped up. Even the dude that gave me the name Warpath, and I don't need nobody to step up. I don't look for validation from corny dudes. I'm the one they calling when they get into drama. Facts. But proof, homie, who does that? Proof. Who does that? But just in case you got it twisted, for years, all these people that been following me seen dudes come in the live and in videos like, yo, son is a monster, homie. But I don't need to prove to you. I'll prove to you when you step to me and we outside and you tell me, yo, what's up? And you get crazy, then you find out. That's the only proof I could give you, homie. Other than that, don't worry about men, what they think about me, bro. Or proving anything. That's for soft dudes, for corny dudes that act tough. And now they need somebody to validate who they are or who they was. I don't do that. What I did, I let my own people come in here and they did that on their own. Like facts, I was with Son this year, Son of Monster. I did this, but I'm not here trying to be the toughest guy. I got a message for my peoples. I've been having a message that gangs is corny. Dudes that think they gangster are corny. I don't come on here and act tough because I do that in real time. I did that 24 hours a day. Facts. You sound dumb. You obviously you're trying to switch words. I never said that people need. I said I don't need people to validate who I am as a person. You're trying to switch words. I was just on the block smacking. Oh, stacking. You do be on here. You just be on the block stacking. I don't get it. You do be on here. You was just on the block stacking. I don't get it. Why you worry about what I'm doing? Why you got my nutsacks gripped up like in your hands, like click clacks? Why you doing that? You worry about what I'm doing so much. You admire me, bro. You want to be me so bad. You part of those haters that I'm trying to tell Kwame Brown about. You the type of dude that comes in a dude's chat and you try to disturb what's going on because you need attention. You hate on everything that's going on. You hate my Spider-Man back there. You hate my little American Captain America. You hate my tripod. You hate that silver board. Gee, you hate Kwame Brown. You looking at his picture like, we all know good. Because it's not you. You a hater. Instead of you just opening up a page, but I don't know what you're going to talk. You talk about Hassan probably too. Like everybody else. But you a hater, bro. You the type of dude that see somebody doing something and you be like, why everybody following this dude, bro? Like, he's corny. Like, you think it's supposed to be you. Life don't work that way, but at all, you heard? Our bop is different. People know what it is. Yeah, right. Never that.